Hey, yo, peace, peace. This your man, El.Judge, man, coming right back at you, man, with some of that real talk real fast, man. Hey, I see people are starting to talk about these things called crop circles. Yeah, that's a very old form of communication. Hear me out, because this goes all the way back to the Dark Ages. Now, you know my story, man. I often say, in the beginning, there was complete darkness. And within that darkness, awareness came into existence. Now, when that awareness came into existence, it wanted to communicate with something, so it pulled from itself and created other forms of awareness that had their own personalities. Then, as time went by even further, certain forms of awareness that existed in gas form, some of them decided they wanted to have bodies. So, what they would do, they would spin, and then with them spinning, it would draw in all of the what you would call cosmic carbon into their core, and they begin to build out, and they became known as these cosmic carbon conscious spheres. Man, I don't want to say that again. But yeah, they became known as these heavenly bodies, but they existed within the darkness. But they were still able to vibrate and communicate with those that remain in etheric form. Now, as time went by, the lights came on. And when those lights came on, now these etheric beings, they could see what sound or what vibration looked like. So now symbols begin to come into play. See where I'm going with this here? Right. So now, but at the same time, while the etheric ones were still able to flash these symbols and speak to one another, these different forms of light, bent light, angles, the cosmic spheres, they can do it as well. And the cosmic spheres, they would flash a symbol. When they speak, the vibration, and it would flash a symbol. They would remove that symbol. They would flash another symbol. They would remove that symbol. They would flash another symbol. So they could communicate with each other, and they communicate with the etheric ones as well. Everyone spoke the same language. Now, time out for a second. This is why, man, they say Sanskrit is the oldest language. To me, Sanskrit, you could tell Hebrew came from that. But it looks like a flame bent at different angles. You understand that, angels? Yeah, that's something to think about. And let's continue. Now, here's something else that happened when they were existed and the lights came on. Some of those conscious spheres decided to become superstars. They lit up and became known as these things we call suns around here. Right. But when that light came on, being that these cosmic spheres, these conscious cosmic spheres, being that they were living in the cosmos, and the cosmos is 97% water, man, they begin to grow fungus on them. Life began to grow. So let's skip a bunch of that and let's go to today, this thing that we call Earth. You can deal with it any kind of way you want. I don't care. On this thing that we call Earth, we see these crop circles every now and then. Those real crop circles is the Mother Earth still gossiping and communicating with other forms of existence. But not just that, it's communicating with many of you, because those etheric beings that were communicating within the darkness, those are the beings who are part of your soul. Now, and they had their own. They were of the one, but they are many, and they're so big that the whole of them would not fit into just one of us. It would fit into many. This is why you often run into soul mates. You feel something similar with this person, like hey, because you come from the same section or the same angle of the soul. That's the best way I can say it. This is a group of beings that came from this angle. This is another group of beings that came from this angle. This is another group of beings that came from this angle. Angle. All right. But yeah, but that's pretty much how that went down, man. The Earth is communicating. That's how we know that we're going on to higher dimensions, or we may know what kind of catastrophes or changes are getting ready to come, because you may not understand it when you're just looking at that crop circle, even when you don't see it. It's still communicating with the divine intelligence that dwells within, or that portion of the divine intelligence that dwells within you right now. The true you. The one that says, let's do this again. Without moving your lips, say, I am. Yeah, that person right there. Yeah. Man, now, throughout the course of time, man, because symbolism is very important. Throughout the course of time, they have taken something away from us. They've taken many things away from us. Many things away from us. But one of the things they have taken away from us is our attention span. Our ability to focus and hold an image. It used to be a time when you would see or know a symbol. Your memory was so good that you knew every detail of that symbol, which put you in a position to create the symbol right. You was able to create the symbol right there before your eyes. And other people may not see it. That did not matter. You saw it through the inner mind's eye, and you saw it existing right before you. That's how you open up those are your keys to open up certain dimensions of your mind and certain dimensions of this plane or this existence. But you no longer have the ability, well, some of you may have, but many of us do not have the ability to hold on to that image. But you can learn to do it again. You see, this is what made Dr. Strange so powerful. He was able to remember those sigils. Remember, he learned real fast. See, Dr. Strange is a superhero or a supernatural being, or he stands in the image of a supernatural being, which is you. And it got its supernatural powers through study. Right. It wasn't like the Hawk. See, the Hawk got his abilities through gamma rays. The gamma rays that affected this thing that you call cosmic goo, or you call it the black goo, which is in the form of melanin that absorbs radiation and it transforms it. That's a whole nother story, and I'm not going into that. But anyway, man, this is your man El.Judge, man. I hope you got something from that, man, and peace and blessings, man. And when I say blessings, I mean be the lesson. I'm out.